See, I'm a fan of hip-hop. So, everything that's been going on, all the back and forths, the diss records, the beefs, all that is fun and entertaining. But we all still grew up with Drake, bruh. I ain't ready to see him fall off. You ain't even know what he was about to say. Listen, Shorty started mumbling. Sounding like LeBron. You know, LeBron never knows the lyrics.
Net is clowning him and dancing to him being called a creeper.
Ooh, bro, that shit is a banger. A banger.
Even the biggest Drake stans in the world would have to admit this damaged his reputation like a big dirty smudge on a brand new Pro Club t-shirt. These are two artists who I have followed for a very long time, and despite their subject matter and overall catalogs being completely different, they have always been compared in talks about the best rappers
hold on,
bring that back, for a very long time. And despite their subject matter and overall catalogs being completely different, they have always been compared in talks about the best rapper of the generation or the best rapper alive.
He is the underdog that's extremely hungry, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe it was you that was like, is Kendrick Lamar your biggest competition like in this generation or whatever? Yeah. And I think that Kendrick has like the utmost potential, man.
It should be noted here that people...
Listen, I remember that Elliot Wilson interview. Mind you, that shit came after the Control verse, bro. After the Control verse. That whole interview, Drake was just talking shit. And it's like, I'm not gonna lie, I blame Drake for this whole beef, bro. I gotta blame Drake. You gotta blame Drake.
We used to say,
because although Kendrick did started with the Control verse, it was still friendly competition, bro. It is hip hop, and I've always said that Drake is the only one out of everybody that Kendrick mentioned. Drake is the only one that caught feelings, bro. He went, bro. Elliot Wilson, Angie Martinez. He just kept on talking shit.
The big three rappers were Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole. But recently, Mr. Folding Clothes went and etched his own face off of that monument.
Nigga sitting on the beach
of rap
with a laptop. Nigga, how the fuck you even got Wi-Fi out there?
That really might have been in his best interest. Apparently, Schoolboy Q made the call to J. Cole's flip phone. Either way, Kendrick really did not like the big three.
Wait, what?
But that really might have been in his best interest. Apparently, Schoolboy Q made the call to J. Cole's flip phone. Either way, what? Kendrick really did not like the big three buddy ending to this rap fairy tale. He did not want to be involved in First Person Shooter, the single on their little friendship tape. Kendrick said, F that, it ain't the big three, it's Big Me. Then of course J. Cole would infamously reply, or really apologize.
And I know this is not what a lot of people want to hear. I know I can hear my niggas up there right now like, nah, don't do that. But I got to keep it 100 with y'all, right? In my spirit of trying to like get this music out, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I moved in a way that I spiritually feel bad on me. I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers to ever touch a microphone?
The message was loud and clear that he should bow out gracefully before he got caught in the lethal crossfire.
Listen, and I will say this. Me being one of them, although we was all coming at Cole for apologizing, because look, you gotta understand, in hindsight, great move from Cole, bro. Great move from Cole. Like, listen, Kendrick and Drake, the where they went with it, the shit that they talking about, how they coming with it, coming at each other and shit, bro. Cole ain't want no parts of that, bro. He ain't want no parts of that. Not because he was running on some, oh, they gon' like, they better than me type shit or no shit like that. It's just like he knew that shit was about to get personal. And J. Cole don't hate Kendrick that much, and Cole don't hate Drake that much. Like, there's no hate. He don't hate them that much to where he wants to come at them on some personal shit. Drake and Kendrick is the only two motherfuckers that hate each other that bad, bruh. So it's like now in hindsight, this was a right move from Cole. But at the time, when he did apologize, it's like, bro, we was all coming at him because, bro, we wanted to see that. We wanted to see the competition. We wanted to see the back and forth. This is hip-hop. But it's more than just hip-hop now, bro. Like, these motherfuckers, niggas is getting shot at. Niggas is getting shot at. Shit get real.
J. Cole gracefully before he got caught in the lethal crossfire. Go ride your bike, J. Cole, because this has gotten nasty. I'm talking about babies with best friends, Drake Steen allegations. The pot has boiled over, my people. I think a lot of people knew going into this that Drake would be fighting an uphill battle. Yes, he's obviously the more popular artist, but he also has a lot more haters. And when it comes to Kendrick, everything about his career has been so masterfully crafted and planned that you know he was gonna come into this battle prepared. Drake, on the other hand, seems more sporadic, more all over the place. He's had more scandals. It's kinda like Drake has been living out boyish fantasy after boyish fantasy, changing identities every year for the last decade.
What happened today, baby? What happened to Kyrie today, baby? I did what Kobe did in Game 7 against the Celtics.
Not to say that either one is coming out of this beef squeaky clean smelling like roses. Because like I said, it's gotten nasty. But Kendrick came out and straight up punched Drake in the face with this song Euphoria.
Ooh.
Then he baited him with the timestamp song, knocked him down on the canvas with Meet the Grams after Drake thought he had a good round, and then Not Like Us is just Kendrick dancing on his grave. And don't get me wrong, guys,
Drake's Not Like Us, that shit is crazy.
Family Matters diss was great, but so was Takeover by Jay-Z. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good it was because Kendrick immediately buried it with some scathing accusations a mere 20 minutes after it dropped. I bet Drake thought he could finally lay back at the end of the night and it all be sweet, probably start again all loaded up, placed a couple of bets, and then Kendrick came in swinging and attacked his family and reputation on one track, comparing the man to the likes of Weinstein and Karl Malone to name a few. And with Drake's long history of questionable activity with minors, people began resurfacing a ton of clips.
What the fuck?
Questionable activity with minors. People began resurfacing a ton of clips.
If Amazing was a young bitch, I'd be going, cause I'm. Whoa, what the fuck?
And pictures.
The kids I hang with are gonna be parents.
And strange tweets. Just watch as a 14 to 15-year-old Millie Bobby Brown explains her relationship with the then 32-year-old Drake and how they met.
I met Drake in an Australian hotel. I was touring and he was touring too, and he honestly...
Nigga, is this 11? Is this fucking 11?
His managers just came up to my dad and said, Drake loves the show, come to his show tonight. And I was like, are you joking me? Drake? He wants to see me? And I was like, okay, we're going. So I got my outfit prepared, I went there, and he was such a fanboy, and I was such a fangirl that and honestly, we text all the time now. He helps me with everything, like just life lessons, and we went to dinner afterwards, and we had dinner the next day, and then we met in Sydney.
I don't know about y'all, but that's some weird shit to me for a 32-year-old man to want to wine and dine a 14-year-old inviting her to his shows. And then to be straight up texting her like direct communication is even more out of pocket, but it somehow gets worse.
I love him. I met him in Australia, and he's honestly so fantastic and a great friend and a great role model. You know, we just texted each other the other day, and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more.
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys. He helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
You know, that stays in the text messages.
Yup. She signed that NDA. She signed that fucking NDA. I think she's even saying too much. I mean, listen, bro. Just watch the video, bro. Watch the fucking video. We got him. We fucking got him.
Got your ass.
I mean, seriously, what the hell was that? I mean, to be fair, both of these guys have alleged some...
You see, and this is another thing, bruh. 11-year-old daughter, manipulated drug addict, P. Diddy Jr., beats wife, illegitimate kid, fell for bait, midget. Like, bro, look at the shit that Drake was coming at Kendrick for, bruh. He's a midget. He fell for the bait. Illegitimate kid is kind of crazy, but I think Kendrick already said that shit. He was like trying to strike a chord. He was like, you on the internet trolling like a bitch, trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. Oh, this shit be going crazy. Bro, I'm telling you right now, bro. I'll be the first to say it, bro, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If Kendrick did in fact beat his wife, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Nigga. I don't care. I'm still listening to the music. In case he did do it, his music doesn't change for me. I'm not gonna be, it's not gonna be on some, just because he did that, I can't listen to his music no more. Like, his music doesn't sound the same no more for me. Drake, on the other hand, his allegations is the same shit as R. Kelly shit. You cannot listen to R. Kelly shit without thinking about what the fuck he done did. My mind is telling me no, but my body's telling me yes. Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? I'm just saying, if Kendrick did that shit, I don't give a fuck. I'm still listening. I'm still listening.
Each other.
That shit don't got nothing to do with me.
Far, neither of them has really shown any evidence. And I do feel like if someone could still come forward with proof of what they say, I think that would automatically give them the W and make the other person look really foolish.
Wait, what?
Evidence. And I do feel like if someone could still come forward with proof of what they say, I think that would automatically give them the W and make the other person look really foolish.
Yo, nah. This clip is funny as fuck.
Make the other person look really foolish.
What's this, you fucking piece of shit? What's this?
Do you guys...
Oh, nah, it was another one. I thought it was that one. It was another one. It was another one with the same motherfucker.
What's this?
Do you guys realize that Kendrick got him to take the bait 3 different times? First with the Like That single, he knew that Drake's ego could not handle hearing It's Just Big Me. Kendrick knew that record was also hot enough to get Future in the mix, and that it would climb to the charts quickly, which is already him beating Drake at his own numbers game.
Facts, and now fast forward to now, Kendrick was fighting himself for the #1 spot on Billboard.
And of course, he scared J. Cole.
Euphoria and Like That. I mean, not Like Us.
So much he left the lobby. Then Drake responds by calling Kendrick a midget with small feet, while also mentioning his wife Whitney by name. Still, people liked the record. Of course, they clowned Kendrick. He then waited a few weeks to plan out his response, and dropped the Euphoria record, where for the first time ever he would call Drake out by name.
Like, you see, that's another thing. How the fuck in one record you gonna say that, you gonna say the bodyguard shit, you gonna claim that she was fucking with the bodyguard, and then in a couple more days, and a few days later, you gonna say that one of the kids is Dave Free's kids. Nigga, like, which one is it, bruh? Which one is it? Did she fuck the bodyguard, or is Dave Freeze the fucking kid, bro? I don't even know what I'm saying. Niggas confusing all of us.
This song was really him showing off his entire range. People really loved it, and it was making quite the buzz on social media, which is once again Drake's game. And so Drake takes a couple of days, which people force DJ Academics to count, and he eventually comes through with a long response, where he chooses to address several people like Rick Ross and A$AP Rocky. But of course, the main person that people cared about him addressing was Kendrick. Well, Drake ended up calling him out for beating on his wife, and also claimed that she cheated on Kendrick and had a baby with his right-hand man, Dave Free. Drake even went out and got the Good Kid Mad City van just to crush it for his music video. But here is where Kendrick actually trapped him in the corner, because only 20 minutes later he would release Meet the Grams, stomping all over Drake's
Whoa, hold the fuck up.
Actually very good record where he video that she cheated on Kendrick in response, where he chooses to address several people like Rick Ross, it's making quite the buzz on social media, which is once again Drake's game. And so Drake takes a couple of days, which people force DJ Academics to count, and he eventually comes through with a long response where he chooses to address several people like Rick Ross and A$AP Rocky. But of course, the main person that people cared about him addressing was Kendrick.
See, that's another place where that's another part where I think he fucked up, bro. Like, he was too busy trying to mention other people and shit. Like, bro, there's only one motherfucker that you gotta worry about right now, bro. Everybody else, okay, I get it. They dissed you. You feel like you gotta say something back. All of that is cool. But, nigga, it's really only one motherfucker that you gotta come for.
Ended up calling him out for beating on his wife, and also claimed that she cheated on Kendrick and had a baby with his right-hand man, Dave Free. Drake even went out and got the Good Kid, Mad City van just to crush it for his music video. But
which is another weird thing, bro. Like, why the fuck is Drake going all the way back to some shit from more than 10 years ago, nigga? The fucking Good Kid, Mad City van, bro? Is you dead ass? Is you dead ass? Like, what the fuck? Just like what he did, just like what he was saying in the push-up song. He's over here mentioning the fucking feature that Kendrick did with Imagine Dragons. The feature he did with Taylor Swift. Like, all of this shit was mad years ago. Even the Good Kid, Mad City van. Why the fuck is he doing that? That shit is weird. It's like now he's just trying to reach for some shit for the sake of the diss.
But here is where Kendrick actually trapped him in the corner. Because only 20 minutes later, he would release Meet the Grams, stomping all over Drake's actually very good record where he rapped really well.
I remember when
I'm
that
talking
shit
about
dropped
him
too.
and his whole family catching heat, and his friends being called out as a group of bad people who prey on vulnerable women. Also claiming that Drake apparently has an 11-year-old daughter, just
Damn.
like when Pusha T forced Drake to reveal his son. And at
Damn.
first, Drake would once again respond on his Instagram page saying that he needs to see this 11-year-old daughter of his. Either way, the damage had already been done. Drake,
you see, and that's another thing. It's like, if they did, if Drake really was in on it, on feeding Kendrick the information, it's like, why didn't he just come out and say that shit soon as Meet the Grams drop? Why wasn't that his response? Why was this his response? Talking about, nah, hold on, can someone find my hidden daughter, please, and send her to me? These guys are in shambles. Nigga, if you was really in on it the whole time, if you was really in on feeding him, like, the wrong information and him taking the bait, why didn't you come out and say that the first? Because when he replied to Meet the Grams, it was like the same night. This Instagram story right here, it was the same fucking night. A couple minutes later, why didn't he just come out and say it? Why did he have to wait?
needs to see this 11-year-old daughter of his. Either way, the damage had already been done. Drake fans were scrambling for answers, and then of course the following morning we would get the kill shot that had people dancing to Kendrick, straight up calling him a PDF file. Then the next day, Drake of course releases From the Heart 6, a play on the popular Kendrick Lamar series of songs, and this response started out somewhat strong, but it quickly derailed.
I am a war general seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals honored in decoration.
The fuck is this?
This man was ready for battle.
We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or destination, but you so
Nigga, what the fuck is this?
thirsty you're not concerned with investigation.
So he's saying that Kendrick is full of shit, as are his allegations, and that they tricked his ass and he took the bait.
I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all the allegations?
The allegations he's talking about are the same. That Kendrick's wife cheated and had a child with his friend, and that Kendrick
Wow, you just did that shit to avoid copyright?
got in trouble for putting hands on his wife, with people claiming that he hired a media team to make the story disappear. This is what Kendrick had to say about it back in an old Breakfast Club interview.
There was a shocking story about you, and I was like, there's no way this is true.
Yeah.
When they said you were in Vegas and you beat some guy bloody and you did something to some female.
Yeah.
And they said they had evidence and all of this, and then I never heard anything about it again.
Yeah, because it's foolishness. That's the most ignorant stuff I've ever heard made up.
I was like, Kendrick did that? I doubt it.
And, you know, that person whoever made that up owes an apology. Not to me, but to women that actually go out there and get abused.
Because I was like, I'm sure if that happened, there'd have been a police report, you would have been arrested.
That's foolishness. That's ignorant.
Dave leaving heart emojis under pics of the child. Speaking of anything with the child,
Bro,
let's get to that.
Is this, bro?
Now, this Epstein angle was the shit that I expected.
Like, why would you expect that? Why would you think Kendrick would be on his Chris Hansen? I don't know, it's just weird to me that he thought someone would accuse him of being a creep.
I'm saying, as soon as that shit dropped, nigga goes on Instagram and the first thing he addresses is the 11-year-old daughter rather than the fucking Epstein allegations. Like, what the fuck? Nigga, the 11-year-old daughter lie is more important to you?
My mom came over today and I was like, mother, I. Oh, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got did.
Like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? He's making light of sexual... He then goes on to claim this is why Kendrick is calling him a predator.
Oh, me. I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. This why these file routes and shit you're so obsessed with, it's so excessive.
Continuing to make fun of...
This is the red button. This is the red button he's been referring to for the past couple weeks.
Of him several times over the course of this song for getting violent.
I'm not gonna lie. Any one of y'all who think Drake won this shit, y'all motherfuckers is delusional, bruh. Y'all just delusional. I'm not even...
violated as a child.
Yo, fuck all you motherfuckers under my comment section talking about I'm on some bias shit, bruh. It's not no bias. It's just, bruh, if Drake won this shit, I'ma say he won this shit. If it was obvious that Kendrick was losing this shit, nigga, I would say Kendrick is losing this shit. But nigga, the fuck, Drake lost this shit by a landslide, bro. And if you think Drake won, then you's a fucking
Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play.
You's an academic, bro.
Probably start reflecting.
You's a fucking
Which
academic.
didn't even happen, by the way, at least according to the song that Drake is referencing here. Kendrick does have a record on his last album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, called Mother I Sober. It is the climax of the soundtrack, the song the whole album really builds up to. Mr. Morale in general is a serious record that covers a lot of sensitive topics. In the song, Kendrick tells that one of his cousins was violating people in his family, and his mother questioned him whether he had been violated himself.
Family ties, they accused my cousin. Did he touch you, Kendrick? Never lied, but no one believed me when I said he didn't.
Kendrick explicitly states here that he was not touched, and the real message is that his mother was paranoid and thought there was no way it could not have happened due to trauma from her past where she was violated herself. Ooh. Drake not only misinterprets this lyric, but also uses it as some sort of own.
That's what I'm saying, just reaching,
the
bro.
room, dude. Look what you're being accused of.
Just reaching, bro. Reaching. This is what I mean, bro. Like, he's saying anything for the sake of the fucking diss.
And then more cringe ensues because I've never heard anyone have to rap about not being a predator. I mean, the fact that Kendrick backed him into that corner and put him on the defense is monumental in why he's winning this battle.
Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was f***ing young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for that shit you just suggested.
Which is just an insane thing to say, considering the more powerful and famous you are, the more you can get away with this nasty shit.
I just said that in my last reaction to the Heart Part 6. Yo, bro, even that title is crazy, bro. Like, Drake is disrespectful, bro.
Look at the...
Bro, if I was Kendrick, I'll still drop the fucking Heart Part 6, bro.
Countless examples of weirdos in the entertainment industry.
Drake is not a name that you gonna see on no offender list.
No, it would be Aubrey Graham.
Only f***ing with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I never looked twice at no teenager.
And people called this a guilty...
Never looked twice. But you looked once. We got him! We fucking got him!
As Kendrick had never name-dropped Millie Bobby Brown, or said stranger things, or any allusion to this being who he was exactly...
Shit. Oh shit, we got him twice! We got him twice!
Offender list.
No, it would be Aubrey Graham.
Only f***ing with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I never looked twice at no teenager.
And people called this a guilty conscience coming to light, as Kendrick had never name-dropped Millie Bobby Brown, or said stranger things, or any allusion to this being who he was exactly talking about when it came to a minor. Obviously, the Drake being a creep rumor started back when she said they were close and texting when she was only 14, as I showed you earlier. Personally, I don't think any father should be comfortable with their teenage daughter being in direct contact with
parents are the ones who give their child up, bruh. Just like that one girl that he was on stage with, her dad was in the fucking crowd. And obviously her dad, I mean, not obviously, because I'm not even about to try to make it seem like every parent will be okay with it. But nigga, most parents would be okay with it just because that's Drake. These parents be giving their kid up. Back then, when everybody was doing when R. Kelly was doing, nigga, the parent was fucking allowing it. I'm sure they was getting paid or some shit.
17 years older than
or maybe just because it was a celebrity.
And there's several other instances where Drake is seen being quite peculiar with young women, but obviously nothing concrete. The rest of Drake's diss just consists of the same things he said in his Family Matters record. He also spends a minute going into a spoken word, which is just really bad. To me, this better not be the end of the battle for Drake, because this record was weak. I mean, he had no choice but to more or less defend himself, but this was bad. I mean, Drake fans everywhere dropped to their knees after hearing this one. Because at least in the court of public opinion, Drake has already been crowned the loser, which is a position we've never seen him in before. And the
nigga, yes we did. Pusha T.
Craziest thing about this
Pusha T, Control, what the fuck else? Shit, I don't know.
Beef to me is that Drake is the one who actually welcomed Kendrick into the game back in the early 2010s.
Oh, I was about to say, I thought you was about to say Drake is the one that was fucking, you know, poking the bear, telling Kendrick that this is what he wants, and look what the fuck happens, bro. Look what happens. Everybody was coming at Kendrick because Kendrick was quiet. Kendrick wasn't posting shit. He wasn't liking shit. He wasn't commenting under shit. He wasn't posting no story, no memes, none of that. He was just quiet working. And look what the fuck happens, bro. Look what happens, bro. The loudest guy in the room is always the weakest. Drake was the loudest motherfucker, bro.
As he gave him that major placement on his album Take Care. And it really is crazy to me how prophetic that song now is. Okay, so the song is called Buried Alive, and it's about Kendrick learning about and adjusting to fame.
Which I've always admitted that I ain't really fuck with that. I ain't really fuck with that interlude, bruh. At all. Whenever I would listen to this album, that interlude, I've always skipped. Not because, alright, it may have a message, cool, all of that is cool, I understand. I just don't like the way it sounds. I don't like the way it sounds.
Through the lens of Drake walking him through the industry door.
I'm in the matter of man, arm wrestling hands. I was dope when I said the music business was all I needed. When I got, I was greeted by an alien that said last year that she slept with a Canadian that gave him an addiction that'd keep him in Mercedes-Benz.
Here he's already talking about Drake and his lust for material possession and women. This person who greets him probably wants Kendrick to follow a similar fate.
My vice is similar. Women love when you're my type and you're winning from everything that you palm right. Put her in the Palms Hotel, Sin City, Devil in Dress, Platinum Chanel. Live the ambiance all cause the audience said one day I would do it. So instead of a verse being read, I'ma go and get some head off the strength of...
Yo, Jamari, did you fucking... Is it Jamari? Yo, Jamari, did you fucking say this shit yourself and just use the fucking Kendrick voice, bruh? Kendrick AI shit?
My music.
Fame is making Kendrick a degenerate and turning him away from his religion. It's hard to not become a different person once your ego finally gets massaged.
Same day we say we in the area cruising in Toronto. Hit me on my cellular, I thought he was gonna sell me a false word like the rappers I know. Sat down with a few drinks located where you can't see us.
I already ain't fuck with this interlude and this shit is just making it worse,
A white waitress on standby when we need her.
Drake picks up Kendrick and takes him around to industry people, showing him the fast life of fame and women.
Felt like the initiation, a reality living in the matrix. We talk casually about the industry and how the women be the tastemakers for the shit he making. Then he said he was the same age as myself and didn't help cause it made me even more rude and impatient.
Kendrick now lusts for what Drake has and is jealous because he has accomplished more at the same age. This only further pushes his envy and hunger for more fame and notoriety.
So blame it on Mr. OVOXO. The reason why I'm breathing all the vanity I know. The reason why my best friend say she love me more than life, but I live a double life, I need to let it go. The reason why the highlight was when he said you belong to the people when you outside. So dig a show full of money, full of power, full of pussy, full of fame, and bury yourself alive. then I died.
Kendrick literally just laid out the life that he could have had if he went the same direction as Drake, because at the time they were both still very green with wide eyes, and Drake really steered full force into fame and a lust for all things that people crave, while Kendrick really fought the temptation and stayed as humble and normal as possible. He's just always been the more calculated artist. Yes, Drake has of course been bigger, like I said, he's the biggest pop star of our generation, but I knew when it came down to if one was gonna outthink the other, it would likely be Kendrick. I'm sure a lot of you disagree with me. I definitely want to know down below in the comments. I know it's gonna be a war zone, because I feel like this has been one of those things where almost no one is just neutral. Obviously, both men have gone really far to kind of stretch the truth in these situations, and if anyone can come forward with some undeniable, concrete proof of their allegations, that might flip this whole thing around and Drake could come back and win. But either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other legendary rap beef out here needs to be covered, so I'm out. Peace!
He didn't come on there on some wild, like, I'm in New York, everybody don't look at me. Like, I'm the king. So it was one of those things, it's like, I almost wish he had come in there on that shit, because I kind of lost like a little respect for the sentiment of the verse. If it's really fuck everybody, then it needs to be fuck everybody. It just can't be halfway for the sake of the people.
That sensitive ass motherfucker, bro. Yo, bro. This is wild, bro. Like, this is wild. This nigga Drake, bro. This nigga Drake, he makes great music, bro. I fuck with his music. But it's just like, I don't know. It's always been something about this motherfucker. He's just too sensitive, bro. Way too sensitive. Fuck is wrong with him? That's the end of the video right here. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below what you want to see me react to next. Follow me on IG. The links is down below in the description. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video, bro. I'm going to holla at y'all.